Tom Paragudoff, Apollo Silver Corp. Good to see you, Matt.
Good to see you. You don't look like the usual suave, sophisticated, well-dressed individual that I'm used to seeing. Where are you, and why are you sitting in a car?
Yeah, yeah. Well, look at Matt. I'm down at site touring some visitors around our Calico Silver project. So you kind of caught me on the hop here, and where I am exactly is parked up in front of the Clearway Daggett Solar Complex, and I'll give you a sense of the scale of this, Matt. You can I don't know if you can you see that, Matt? But there's that. Hopefully that gives you a sense of the scale of what we're talking about. I'll talk a bit more about what this represents, but I think importantly, you can see off in the distance, the about 7 kilometers away is the Calico Mountains, which host our Waterloo and Langtree silver resources, Matt. And I'll just give you a bit of a sense of distances here. So you can see that we're not that far away from this new silver solar panel installation. This is, as I said, the Daggett complex owned by Clearway. It's going to generate about 465 megawatts of electricity. It's going to be enough to power about 120,000 homes here in California. And it's going to remove the equivalent of about 281,000 cars, the carbon equivalent of 281,000 gas vehicles. So, it is the largest solar complex in California to date. So kind of nice to be so close to it with our Calico Silver project.
Well, tell me about this, because what I'm trying to understand from companies is how they insert themselves into various ecosystems, like how they become important. And I say that in the context of Elon Musk's comment of last year about nickel. You want to move and lithium. You want to move the molecules as little distance as possible. How important is being local to potential buyers, users, in industrial or otherwise, and to you as a business, and how do you start telling that story if that is the case?
Yeah, well, look, Matt. I mean, if you look at this complex, there's roughly somewhere around 2 million ounces of silver, in this solar complex in this solar complex here. And, given that we're looking at a potential 30-fold increase globally in the amount of generating capacity, from solar, there'll be a commensurate sort of 30-fold increase in demands on silver coming from this sector. And when you put that into the context, Matt, of people really starting to focus on resources of inputs into some of these technologies that are really designed to lower keep us at 1.5. I think the importance of this kind of proximity to a user ecosystem, to use your language, here in California, with all the challenges around supply chain and security of supply and some of these other things, I don't think you can kind of overstress it. And Musk is absolutely right when he is looking forward to secure responsible sources of input for some of the technologies he's trying to deploy.
Well, yeah. I mean, obviously, California, home of Tesla cars. There's another use case for silver. I think 50 grams of silver in each vehicle. But here's the bit that's really important for us: is what pressure, what incentive does that put on California as a state? Do they understand that? Because again, the thing that you keep coming up, the headwinds that you keep coming up against, are people saying, well, California is not pro-mining.
And Matt, I can tell you that that's a gross overgeneralization of you, as you and I have discussed. But let's, for the sake of argument, take that as fact. What California is absolutely beginning to truly understand is that the local sourcing local inputs is always going to be far better than sourcing inputs from far-flung areas where you have no control over the how those, in our case, silver ounces are produced. Let alone the costs, etc., of transporting them to their eventual end user, in this case, solar manufacturing. I think that you're going to continue to see California lead the way. Outside of Elon, you're going to see California really continue to lead the way in sourcing the inputs in the most responsible way. And the most responsible way is always going to be as local as you can possibly make it. And for us, with
okay, so
go ahead, go ahead, man.
Okay, so not a case of made in America. It's more made in California. That it's really getting that kind of micro. You feel, or certainly you would like people to think.
Buy local.
Buy local. Okay, well there we go.
Buy.
Okay, so look, tell me before you go, because the line's getting a bit spicy there. You're down there to do what? What meetings are you having? What are you walking away with?
Look, we're down on a site visit, showing some folks around the site, man.
Okay, and just on that, so what's are we talking about analysts, or are we talking local interest groups, or what?
Let's just say we're talking about a number of interested parties, Matt, that want to learn more about Waterloo and Langtree. At Waterloo, with 110 million ounces of silver that we announced, measured and indicated, it's drawing some interesting attention from a number of and wide variety of people. Look, I'd say it really isn't hard for me to envisage at some point the silver coming out of those mountains behind me actually being incorporated into these sorts of industrial applications that here at the Daggett Solar Complex.
I nearly got you there, but I'm going to have to let you go. I think the line, we're starting to lose the connection a bit. Good to see you. Give us a call when you get back from base and see if there's anything more that you can tell us.
Okay, that sounds good, Matt. We'll speak again soon. Bye-bye.